Hey guys, I thought I'd bust Coco out today. That's what I like to call her. The color is Coco Swirl, so I decided I'll just name her Coco. And we're just gonna have a little chatty get ready with me using some the things that just came in my February Ipsy bag that I'm really excited to dig into, an eyeshadow palette you haven't seen before, and several other things you haven't seen before. So I'm just excited to get into it and kind of chit chat with you guys because I haven't really done a chit chatty video in a little bit. So first off, I'm not going to show things that I use all the time. So, like I already have my eyeshadow primer on, because if you don't know what eyeshadow primer I use, you're clearly new here. And if you are, thank you for stopping by, and I hope that you'll want to stick around and subscribe and hang out. But if you have been around, then you already know it's the Wet n Wild Photo Focus eyeshadow primer. But so I already have that on. And today I'm going to be using the You Can Be My Honey palette. This you get off Amazon. I won this actually in a giveaway, and I actually have been using it quite a bit for like work and stuff, and I love this palette. First of all, I love the packaging. I just think it's fun. So the My Honey palette, and when you open it up, I don't know why that was so difficult. She looks like this. So I have been loving this palette. So I thought I'd show it to you guys because it is so cheap. I think it's like $6.99 maybe on Amazon. I'll have it linked down below for you so you can check it out if it interests you. They have some other palettes too that I know I have in my Amazon wish list because I am a fan of this. All right, so let's just go ahead and get into a look with this. I have no idea what I'm going to do, but I'm just going to do something, and you're going to come along with me. So yeah. All right. So yeah, I haven't been doing any kind of chattiness lately because, as you may know, I just finished my well, by the time you're seeing this, I may not have just finished it. I did a Valentine series that I had done last year, and you guys enjoyed it so much that I decided to do it again this year. And again, I had great feedback, so thank you guys so much. It was so much fun. And but those videos were all just short, showing, you know, the look that I did with the palette and then kind of talking about it and not chatting with you at all about anything that's going on or anything like that. So yeah, I thought, you know what? It's time to have a little chit chat because most of you, when I ask, say that you prefer the chatty videos where I sit and talk to you while I do my makeup. And so I thought, you know what? I'm going to do that. I'm going to talk to you guys. So I hope that if you've been waiting for one of these, you will be glad that it's here. So today, actually, when I'm filming is Wednesday, February 17th. And I don't work today. So actually pretty funny. Monday night, we got a big snowstorm. I live in Michigan, if you do not know. And the girl I was supposed to work with texted me and said, hey, like she let our manager know that she wasn't sure what was going to happen for morning, you know, if she would be able to get there or not because of all the snow they were calling for. I live pretty close to where I work, but I still live on back roads. I live out in the country. And so our roads don't really get touched by plows, at least not until way later. Like the main roads are obviously the first priority, which makes sense. And so I talked to my assistant manager because he was going to be the one. Oh, by the way, maybe I'll show you. I just used that shade right there. And now I'm going to go into the shade right below it here. So I talked to my assistant manager because he would be filling in for her, the girl I was supposed to work with, if she couldn't get there. And he was like, yeah, you know, whatever. I said, you know, I plan to be there, like, you know, and unless there's some reason I can't. Well, we got up in the morning. I had to be to work at 8, and I got up at 5:45, and my husband went out to snowblow our driveway, and he came in and he said, well, the driveway is clear, but the road is impassable. Like, not a single vehicle has been down it, and you can't even tell, like, where the road is besides looking at mailboxes. But there are ditches on both sides of the road, so you don't really want to mess with that and not know. And, you know, the snow pulls your car and stuff. So he's like, I'm not sure about this. So I texted my assistant manager and said, okay, my driveway's clear, but I'm watching for some sort of, because usually like a pickup truck with a plow, that's kind of how the country folk do it. Somebody who's got a plow will try to go and at least make like a one track down the back roads. So I said, you know, I'm watching to see if somebody, you know, goes down our road and makes a pathway. And then there's another dirt road before I can get to a main road. So, you know, whatever, seeing. So he's like, don't worry about it. just keep me posted, and if you can't make it in, don't worry about it. I think it's going to be a super slow day because obviously it's the country and most of the people around here live on dirt roads, so that's the case for a lot of people. So thankfully, not long before I was going to need to leave for work, here comes a pickup truck with a plow, and then another pickup truck right behind it, just driving to kind of help create the pathway. Went down the road and plowed a little one track for us. And so my husband actually, we had a truck, I'll get to that in a minute. And so he's like, let me take you to work, because obviously with 4-wheel drive, our other vehicle would not have gotten through it. And so I was able to make it to work, and it was mostly slow. I think I'll go in this guy. So obviously they had called school the night before for the kids because they knew it was coming, and then they ended up calling school last night for today because the back roads are all still really bad, and with the drifting and stuff, and there's just not the manpower to plow everything and get it, now the wind's not blowing bad and stuff, but it's just the drifts that were already there and getting them taken care of and all that good stuff. So yeah, that was kind of the excitement for the past couple days. So today I've just been chilling at home. I really want to show you guys these shades because they're so pretty. I think I'm gonna use this one. Like, they're so just soft and pretty and so easy to work with. The mattes are awesome. They're not patchy. They're just like, they're so good. Like, I cannot believe for how inexpensive these shadows are, how good they are. It's crazy to me. But anyway, so what was I about to tell you? Oh, so the next thing I wanted to tell you was when I said we have a truck. Well, no, we don't, but I'll get to that. So we lease our trucks, and we've had, I think, 3, because they're usually 2-year leases. So yeah, I think the last 6 years. We have a travel trailer, which is basically why we get a truck, because we need something to pull it with. However, my father-in-law, well, my dad has a truck too, and my father-in-law has a truck, and my sister-in-law has a truck. And when we really got thinking about it and what the cost was going to be to get another truck, because it just keeps going up and up and up, and it's like getting ridiculous, we're like, what do we really need the truck for? We only are able to camp with our situation like 2 times a summer. So, and the one that we, guarantee, our church camp, is not that far away. So it's easy to drive our trailer there, drop it off, which we do anyway. We drop it off a few days before we're going and just leave it there. So we can easily drop the trailer off and take the truck back to whoever we borrowed it from, and then just borrow it again to bring it home and then take it back to them. So no big deal. And then we know too, like my father-in-law and stuff, if they were going to be around and weren't using their truck, they would have no problem with just letting us use theirs to take our trailer somewhere. So we're like, does that make sense then to spend all the money to get another truck, because that's really the only reason we need a truck. And so after going through it a lot and prices of things and stuff, my husband went today and picked up our new vehicle we're leasing. So if you would like to see a video of me showing our new vehicle, I'm so excited about it. I'm so excited about it. I've never had something like this before. I am so stoked. Like, I just said stoked. That's because I'm super excited. Okay. And then let's go into this gold, like this true yellowy gold, because it's good. That's why. Like, look at it. It's so good, you guys. I'm so impressed with these shadows. I already said that, but it's true. Like, when you find something, I just got it all under my eye, that's inexpensive, that's good, I want to shout it from the rooftops, because I'm a bargain girl, and it's like, why spend, like, okay, saying with the, not that I wouldn't still love to have it, the Urban Decay Naked Honey palette, but it's $49. Well, this one is like under $7, like, and has very similar color story, and the shadows perform beautifully. I'm telling you, this palette, every time I do a look for work and I come home, I never wash my makeup off until late at night. Like, even on the nights when I work the next morning, I don't go to bed until like 11. But when I don't work in the morning, I usually stay up till about 2. That's kind of my speed. I'm a night owl for sure. And when I come in to wash my face, like wash my makeup off at the end of the night, it's still perfect. Like perfect. That's a good shadow right there. So the next thing we're going to get into is this Camelina and Strobe Luminizing Primer from Seraphine Botanicals that I got in my Ipsy. This was the product that I chose for the month. So we are going to see how it does. Now, my skin had been being uncharacteristically dry for a minute there. It's seeming like it's starting to get its oils back, which I'm happy about actually. It's funny, like you're annoyed by having oily skin until it switches over to dry, and then I'm like, oh no, bring me back my oil. It must have been something I was using. I haven't been able to place what it was. I don't know what my voice keeps doing. But yeah, it was like driving me nuts because I didn't like having dry, crusty looking skin. So I would rather have my oil slick. I'll take it. Sometimes, you know, you have to lose what you have to realize it's not so bad. All right. So that is luminizing. It has like a peach kind of tint a little bit to it. Next up, I wanted to share with you guys, I'm actually going to link her channel down below. Her name is Darissa, but she recently, Darissa Rain is her name, but she recently just changed the name of her channel to Brutally Honest Beauty. And she uses this product, and I heard her talking about it. I hadn't really heard anything about it anywhere else. And I was like, I'm just going to try it because it's inexpensive. And I was at the store one day and saw it and was like, I'm just going to grab that. You guys, it is my new favorite. It is the Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. Looks like this. I want to say it was around $6. I'll put it on the screen. This is in light medium because for winter I wasn't really sure because my skin gets a lot lighter, but I'm telling you what, I'm picking this up in another shade once my skin gets darker in the summer. I went a little crazy because I wasn't looking at it when I did it. Oh yeah, it's way more than I want. I'm going to take some of that off. You do not need, that right there. No, girl, no. You do not need much of this. Really. And it is bomb diggity. I am just saying the coolest stuff in this video. My kids would be so happy to hear me saying this. Some of their friends watch me, so you can let them know how cool their mom is. Oh my gosh, I'm such a nerd. I never claim not to be a nerd. I'm a total dork, and that's just the way it is. I'm totally good with it. Okay, concealer is on. So now I'm going to use this YC Collection Loose Setting Powder. It's number 213 that I got in my Ipsy. Also, if you're interested in these Ipsy products that I show and you're like, oh, I'd like to try products like that and have thought about getting Ipsy, I will leave my link down below. Oh, Danielle, what did you just do? Poured way too much powder in that. I did not think that sifter is not, the holes are too big for my liking. Oh no. Okay, well, that's a mess. That was my fault. Anyway, I will leave my Ipsy link down below. Obviously, you don't have to use that. You can just go to the website if you want to. If you do use mine, I do get a one-time, they give me some points to use in their little point store thing. So if you'd like to use that, that would be awesome and would give me some points to use. So thank you. But like I said, you can just go to the website and do it if you would prefer not to. So, yeah, we're just going to go ahead and use my big old powder brush. I love this brush. This is a BH Cosmetics brush. It's from a set that I have. Don't remember the name of it. Something Elegance, I think. I don't know. Lush Elegance? I don't know. I might be just totally making that up. Chances are okay. Chances are okay. Chances are decent. Wow. And yeah, but I do love this brush. Okay. And I sat down everywhere because, like I said, typically I am pretty darn oily all over my face. Okay, my brows aren't amazing, but they're my brows. All right, today I am going to also go ahead and use this Wet n Wild bronzer. It's Ticket to Brazil. I picked up, I swear I had heard people talk about this and liking it. So I was like, oh, I'll pick it up because it was on sale. And what I didn't realize is it's shimmery. I'm not really a big shimmery bronzer or blush kind of person. I want my shimmer to come from my highlight. But that's okay. I have used it before, just one time. So I thought I would use it with you guys. and show you. Got to kick up. That's all right. I don't really care about that. All right. So the shade is subtle, which you can tell by in the pan. I mean, it's not going to be like a contouring type of bronzer. This is my Eco Tools bronze brush. Looks right there. That I got with my Ulta gift card that my oldest son got me for Christmas. That Jessica Braun had recommended this brush, that it was, not to me, to her viewers. I don't talk to her personally. That this is her favorite bronzing brush she had found, and I really do like it. I've exclusively been using it for a bronzer ever since I got it. Yeah. So that's that. So it's nice. It's subtle, and so that's not bad. And like I said, it's shimmery, but it's not super shimmery. And since it's light, it's not like dark bronze with shimmer in it. Like, oh yeah, I've seen that. It's not the best look. Okay, so there's that. And then I also got this. This is from my Ipsy this month also. It is the Shayna B Miami blush in Bellini, and it looks like this. I feel like my skin color is going to be very flat today because I'm used to having more like darker bronzer and more of a color to my blush, but sometimes you need to switch things up and realize maybe something else will look better on you. So don't be afraid to try new things. All right, so I've went ahead and got some of that blush. I'm like, blah, blah, blah. Blush on my brush. That is a beautiful blush. Very subtle, very light color. It's natural and very pretty. I kind of knew it would be by the look of it in the palette. And I'm glad to that it is not shimmery, because that is not my jam with blush. All right, so let's just get back into the eyes for the moment and finish those up. And I will tell you about my vacation that's coming up. So my husband and I were talking, and I'm gonna go back into, I'm gonna do this one first. My husband and I were talking about just stuff with our kids. Like my middle son, last year was his senior year, so it got, you know what kids' senior years were like this past year. It was not good, it's just, thankfully he did fine with it, because he's not, that kind of stuff just doesn't really matter that much to him. But it was, there were still things that were disappointing about it, and, just kind of stunk. And then my youngest son is the only one left in school, and obviously, if I just said my middle son graduated last year, I know you guys aren't dumb, so please don't think I was insinuating you were. And okay, now I'm going to go into this lighter one right here. And his basketball season, they just kept, I say they, our governor, just kept pushing back and pushing back. And that kid has been dying. He, like, is crazy about basketball, just like my oldest was. And he works so hard to try to, be better and better. And he has worked really hard this past year. And his coach told him, like, you have a starting spot on the team. And so he was so excited. Well, they kept pushing back to even be able to practice. Then finally let them start practicing. And the poor kid gets a groin pull that has just been brutal. And so that messed them all up. Then they kept pushing back games, kind of thinking the season was never even going to happen. Well, finally, she just allowed games to start happening, which means their season is going to be cut extremely short. So it pretty much stinks. I'm a little unhappy about it, a little bitter about it, I'm not going to lie. And so, it's just kind of been a bummer for him. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and start here. He did not start the first game because the coach was worried about him, like, injuring himself, But then he felt good enough and wanted to go in. Did he start in the... I think he still went in the first quarter. And first game, he did score once, so that was super exciting. And then he's only had one game since that, and he did start for that one, so that was awesome. He scored in that game also. And then they were supposed to have a game yesterday, and because of the weather, that got canceled, so that's a bummer. And I think because of the way the season is getting chopped, I don't know if they're going to be able to make up games, so bummer. But yeah, so our kids, I feel like, I'm sure most of you who have kids can relate. Our or, you know, kids school age and stuff, our kids have gotten gypped out of a lot of things. And so my husband and I were talking, and, you know, we try to budget and be careful with our money and things like that. And we decided we wanted to do something fun for our kids, like something that they can look forward to, and just that we can do together as a family and enjoy, and that kind of thing. Now, we do little trips, like we camp. We do trips around Michigan and things like that. But and not this past year, we were supposed to go to Tennessee again, but the 2 years before that, we were in Tennessee because the first year, my middle son, he's a drummer, he was going down for a music camp. Toby Mack is a Christian music artist, and he does a big Christian music camp in Nashville, Tennessee every year. And so that was something he had always dreamed of doing. So we took him down there and did that, which was phenomenal. And at that time, we took my youngest son with us, and we went, my husband and I and him went and stayed in a condo in the mountains, and it was really awesome. And then the next year was to celebrate my husband and I's 20th wedding anniversary too. My youngest son stayed back, and we took my middle son down because he drummed with a family of, the dad is a pastor, and the family are all like musicians that come, and the dad is a pastor who preaches at our church camp in the summer. That's how we met him, and or how my son met him and his family. And so they invited him down to drum for a youth Christian camp down in Tennessee. So that's what we did the last time, and my husband and I rented this adorable little house, and I'm not doing my makeup, I'm just talking, and yeah, and stayed down there, and it was amazing. We were going to go again last year, but then of course that camp got canceled and all that stuff, so that didn't happen. All right, I'm going to go into this one right here for my inner corners. So we have done like some things like that, but we haven't done like a family big vacation since 2014. We went to Disney. Like, if you're talking about a really big vacation, like I said, we've done trips like with our whole family, my oldest son and stuff too, to like the UP, which is the Upper Peninsula of Michigan, and done really cool things like that, and stayed in cool places. And we stay in a cabin on Lake Michigan every couple of years at least, and stuff like that. So we do those kind of things, but for a huge vacation, it has not been since 2014. And now look at, my oldest son is going to be 22 in a few days, and you know, my middle son's 18, and then my youngest is 15. Time flies. And so it's like, how much more time do we have to do these kind of trips together? So while my middle son is still in a job that gives him freedom to be able to take time off, we thought this is like the time to go, which we really wanted my oldest son to go to, but him and his girlfriend have been together for 7 years now. It might be today. Today might be their 7 year. And he's going with her to like Myrtle Beach in May. So he can't take all the time off work, and I totally get it. Like, I totally get it. And so, so bummer, because we would love to have him with us too, but you know, we get how that goes. And so, yeah, so we are going, you're like, okay, just tell me where you're going. When we went to Disney, we were like, oh, next we want to do this, and clearly have not. So we are going to Universal Studios, and I am so excited. We've done all sorts of pricing about things and stuff like that. You know what, let me just talk to you while I do my liner and lashes and stuff, because I just want to keep talking. Maybe you don't want me to, but I am. And trying to figure out if we should get, because when we went to Disney, I found like this villa with our private pool and all that good stuff that we loved. So we were trying to figure out if we should do something like that again. So when we would get back after being at the park during the day, you were so exhausted that like the kids might get in the pool for a couple minutes and stuff, but it was like everybody was just so tired, they were ready for bed. And we did have one rest day while we were there where we just stayed at the villa, which was very nice, because then that day we, you know, used the pool and stuff. But so we were kind of trying to weigh, like, did it make sense? What was the cost difference? Blah, 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 all that good stuff that you try to figure out when you're on vacation. And decided to not have that extra drive would be nice. Things are a little bit weird now too with the park capacity, because once the park is full, you don't get in. And so, which I think it's dumb the way they do that. I think that you should have to purchase your tickets ahead of time. And, you know, pick the days you're going, because can you imagine having tickets but not being able to get in? Like that makes no sense to me. But anyway, so I mean, they give you, like, we have tickets for 4 park days, and you have, I think, 6 days to use them in. So they give you, like, you know, multiple days so that if you can't get in one day or something, but I still just think that's weird. But anyway, so we were looking, and if we stayed on site at one of the resorts, you could 2 of the parks you can get in an hour early. And so we were like, ooh, that would be great, because then you know, if it's only resort people that are getting to do that, you have a better chance of not getting there and having them say, oh, sorry, we're at capacity. So that was awesome. From the resort, you can walk to the parks if you want to. And there's free shuttles and all that good stuff. And so after looking into it all, we decided, wouldn't it be nice to just have a place that's like a hotel, basically? But I think we're getting one of the suites. Not, I think we are. And we are driving. I have a major, like, ridiculous anxiety about flying. We don't mind driving, and that's part of the fun anyway. And we usually, like, when we go down like that, my uncle lives in Georgia, and it's almost like a halfway point, honestly, because why does it take so dang long to get through Florida? But so it gives us an opportunity to visit with other family, and there's just something about a road trip that I like anyway, and I think our kids and stuff do too. So we are not flying. And so we'll have our own vehicle, which means we can, leave the park and go to a restaurant and stuff, and it's not going to be so expensive because we're not going to do all our meals in the park or at the resort or that kind of thing. So like I said, we're on a budget, we're thrifty. And even if we weren't on a budget, I think we'd still do it that way, because it's just, if we have our own vehicle and can easily go off site to get things for cheaper, why the heck wouldn't we? Okay, so those are my eyes. But yeah, okay. And then I think, so, oh yeah, let's go ahead and do my highlight, which is this JCat Luxe Pro Powder. It's Pearl Luminizer. Was also a recommendation of Jessica Braun. I really like her. I've been watching her for years. She's honestly the only bigger YouTuber that I still watch. I don't watch anybody else that's bigger. I don't know. They don't really do anything for me. But like the little bit that's even just in the cap when you turn it is good, because it's just beautiful. I love it so much. All right, so I'm gonna tap my brush in there. We're just gonna swipe it on. It is a subtle, glowy glimmer. We're gonna have a rest day again, and so that day we'll utilize the pool and stuff. The hotel we're staying in has a bowling alley, and so we're excited about that, because my middle son is a bowler. He actually did awesome at districts, a couple years ago, and went to states individually, and they went as a team. And he this year is a bowling coach for our school, so that is pretty cool. So we will go bowling while we're done. He's like, "Oh, I'm taking my ball," and since we're driving, he can. And so that's gonna be fun, and just, I don't know, we're so looking forward to it. We are all just so stoked. So the other day, my husband finally just went ahead and put our deposit down and stuff. So we're like, it's official. And we're all just like, so it's so exciting and something so fun to look forward to. All right. I also did want to use, and I forgot I meant to use it before, my darn mascara. Danielle. Ugh. I got this Araceli, I think that's how you say it, Araceli, I'm not sure. Ojos Perfectos liquid eyeliner in coffee. This is also from my Ipsy bag. And I'm just going to line my upper lash line really close. I am not going to talk while I'm doing this. Obviously, I'll probably speed through it, or maybe it won't even show, but because I cannot possibly talk while I do it. Okay, I am so terrible with liquid liner, but I'm trying. But I had this eye real good, and then I got a little cocky and went a little too fast on this side, and I kind of made a little bump this way and made it thicker. Then I had to make this side thicker. You know how it goes. All right, for my lips, I'm going to go ahead and use this Mayel Clearly Brilliant Tinted Lips in Nude. My sister-in-law actually gave this to me. She gave me a little package of stuff at Christmas that she had gotten from subscription stuff that she wasn't going to use, but she thought I might like, and so yay. So I just went ahead and took the little plastic wrapper off it today. I'm going to put it on, and I'm not going to talk while I do it. All right. Okay, and they call it nude, but it's really more of a pink, but it's subtle. I think it's really pretty. So yay, I'm excited to have that. So let me come up close and show you the eyes. Again, please excuse my terrible lack of skill with using eyeliner, but look at how pretty the shadows are. I know you're judging that liner, and I can't blame you. But those shadows, do you see how pretty they are, how vibrant, and how they just meld into each other, and they're just, oh my gosh. So yeah, that is my finished look. So wrapping up what I was talking about, we're going on vacation. I'm super excited. We just got our new lease vehicle. I'm super excited. So like I said, I'll show it to you guys. I'll do a little video. And aside from that, I mean, so good things are happening. We are really excited about a couple things that, you know, we've worked to try to save up and be able to do something fun like this. So, yeah, I'm super excited about it. But yeah, so quick recap, this, You Can Be My Honey palette. I'm telling you, it's good stuff. Like I said, it will be linked down below so that you can check it out on Amazon if you would like to, because it's super inexpensive and pretty. Gorgeous, actually. And then my products from my Ipsy bag, I went ahead and used that luminizing primer and that new powder, YC collection. The eyeliner and the blush were all from my Ipsy, and I think I'm going to like all of them. Like, I mean, we'll see how they wear and that kind of thing, but I think I'm really gonna like them. And then I also showed you my new favorite, like, foundation-y type product, which is this Wet n Wild Bare Focus Tinted Hydrator. I'm telling you, if you like a more natural skin-like look and don't like to look like you've got a bunch of makeup on your face, you will love this. You will love this. Oh, I showed it to you backwards. I don't know if it's going to be good for me in the summer because of how oily I get, but right now it's been phenomenal. I've been wearing it to work every day. I don't get greasy, things aren't happening. I've actually noticed way less of like stuff gathering in my 11s there and around my nose and that kind of stuff. I am loving this. So yeah, I definitely highly recommend this. And then, oh yeah, this was a different bronzer that I showed you. So not like a ton of bronzing effect, but enough, I think. And yeah, just gives a pretty glow. Like I said, it does have a little bit of shimmer in it. So if that's something you have a major aversion to, you might want to avoid it. But I'm not a big shimmery bronzer person. I actually think this is going to be beautiful in the summer, just to add a little sun-kissed glow to my skin. So where I don't necessarily need more color, but just to give it a little glow, you know? Yeah, I'm excited about that. And yeah, and I have that highlight on that is just, it's just glowy, it's pearly, it's glowy, it's beautiful. I love it. So yeah, and Coco came out to play, and it's just a good day. Oh, and earrings. These are another pair of earrings my grandma gave me, and they just have cute little leaves. They're so adorable. And so yeah, super fun. And I'm wearing one of my new shirts that I got on my, where I did a video with my massive shopping haul. If you're interested, I'll link it up here for you to check it out. But this is one of the shirts that I got, and I'm really enjoying the color, and with this hair color I like too. But yeah, I'm super excited, and I wanted to share with you guys because, you know, I love you guys. I love talking to you guys. I love interacting with you in the comments. So please, please interact. I love it. And let me know if you would like to see more chatty Get Ready With Me's by giving this video a thumbs up, please. And yeah, I am just super excited. I hope you're enjoying some of the newer things I have coming out on my channel lately. And I plan to do a lot more of like the try-on videos, like show you outfits I'm wearing. So I will show you the outfits that I'm going to wear when we go on vacation and just things like that. So yeah, I'm super excited in case you can't tell. All right. I will talk to you guys very soon. Bye.